Hi guys, welcome to FitXR and Chill Part 1. So, I'm trying to go through a bit of a fitness kick at the moment, so I'm gonna see if doing fitness on VR, doing work hits on VR works. Today we're gonna do this session, which is gonna be just some aerobics, and then after that we're gonna do a little bit of multiplayer boxing, I think. So we've got a lot of stuff lined up, and I'll try and chit chat as we go. So yeah, I figured, right, guys, I do need to get back to the gym at some point, but I've kind of failed to do that. So I'm going to use this FitXR thing to basically try and prove to myself that I'm actually serious about exercising, because I know we all sit around saying, oh yeah, do you know what, I'll get back in shape at some point, and ultimately months pass and that gym subscription keeps going, and we keep saying, well, I don't want to cancel the gym subscription, because the moment I do that I'm really screwed. So I'm thinking if I can just do stuff in the house and get myself moving, that if I can do that for months, then I'm probably ready to start taking this seriously. I think it's a mistake with sort of a lot of newbies or people returning back to any kind of exercise after any sort of delay, to think you can just drive back in full steam ahead, and if you haven't done anything for a long time, that's probably quite dangerous, but it's also a great way to sort of sabotage yourself, because if you work yourself too hard, yeah, you're probably gonna break something. So take it easy, easy on yourself, but at the same time you've got to keep driving away. Yeah, I'm quite enjoying FitXR so far. There's a lot in here. I'm no good at the Zumba. The dancing is absolutely terrible. They just apparently have not the rhythm needed for Brazilian dancing. So far the boxing's good. That's simple enough for my simple brain. And this is really good. I like how you can sort of vary the speed. If it's going too slow, you can just kind of make it go faster, right? Yeah, it's nice, it works well, and they're all in sort of bite-sized chunks. Every day there's daily challenges that you can sort of jump into and have it go at. That's quite nice. It means if you don't feel like doing one particular thing one day, well, hey, you can at least do something. If your lower body is sort of wrecked, you can stick to the upper stuff. But yeah, no, there's a lot in FitXR, fair dues. I have a lot of good things to say about it now after my first go on it, where I was sort of like, oh my god, I'm not paying for a subscription. Which, you know, again, money isn't a barrier to getting fit, right? All you need is a floor. I mean, Jason Statham proved this initially in his career. You can get in shape just with floor exercises. But, you know, hey, you've got a VR headset. You know, and you're thinking you want to sort of shed a few pounds, or you want to get yourself a bit stronger and up and moving a bit, and this is a great entryway into that. You know, I can't fault it. It's more fun than sitting on an exercise bike or a running machine, because I'm convinced you've got to be a certain kind of person to be on those that actually enjoy it. I think if most people are honest with themselves, no one actually likes exercise bikes or running machines, apart from maybe a very, very select committee. But yeah, the amount of people I've spoken to over the years who they go to the gym and they just walk on a walking machine and read an ebook, and I'm like, I mean, you know, it's fine, it gets it moving. I'm not criticizing it, but it's you can lose a lot of weight just walking, right? So if you're not up to any of the sort of the heavier stuff, then you know, you can do that. But I still swear by it. Like, weightlifting is the way to go if you want to sort of lose weight. It does take time and patience, and you can't come at it bloody-minded and say, right, I'm gonna lift crazy amounts of weight and see if I can lift more than that guy over there, because that never ends well. I find if you try and lift too hard, too fast, too early, it just can again break yourself and put yourself out of the frame for a bit, and you know that's not great, because you end up sitting your ass on the sofa for for a few weeks, recovering from some kind of injury, and it's like, you just don't need to go that hard. Yes, you know, stretch yourself a bit, right? But you're not competing for world strongman. I mean, well, maybe you are, and if you are, well, good luck to you. But I think most people are not. They just want to build some muscle, which is going to sort of help with the weight loss. And just, I think any form of weightlifting is also a resistance training. Sorry, because again, when I say weightlifting, I mean I'm talking everything from resistance bands, resistance machines, free weights, dumbbells. These things are going to benefit in the long run, and they do build muscle. Plus, they're also fun, and you can pace yourself. I think that's the thing when you're on a running machine. When you're on a running machine, you're very much going at the pace that it's going. And you're sort of stuck there till the end. I don't know about you. I'm not diagnosed with ADHD, but that there have been signs that I think I might be certainly in that group, possibly. I don't know. I kind of don't want to find out. But but I know that while I count an exercise bike or a running machine, every 10 seconds feels like 10 minutes. It is the worst, and it's not because it's arduously hard to sit there and pull pedals. It's just boring, and there's no way I can sort of pull myself away from how boring that repetition is. Which is why, at least with sort of weights and resistance machines, I can exert for, you know, let's say 30 to 60 seconds at a time. I'm not being exact with these guys. Again, you know, this isn't supposed to be a recipe for weightlifting, but it means I can just take a breather, and then I can do something a bit more creative, and I can just keep myself on my toes. I can sort of follow a set pattern of things that, you know, I need to do. You know, I need to sort of hit different muscle groups for sure, just to varying intensities. But it's just more fun. It's more fun, and you can while away good minutes. You know, half an hour. I think back when I was going to the gym, I used to enjoy it so much. Yes, I'd pace myself a little bit more, but I would spend an hour there, and it wasn't that I was necessarily working for that entire hour. You know, some of that time I might just listen to music and try different variations. You know, not particularly like maxing it. But yeah, it's just good fun. It's good to get out of the house and just be in a place where everyone's got the same common goals. You know? So I think nothing can really replace the gym. But these VR workouts are, I recommend them, right? And I think when you think about it, £7 a month is a lot. But really, I mean, if you take it seriously, and if you do something every day, even if it's 10 to 15 minutes, you will start to see the difference. You know, especially if you've spent a long time sitting on your bum. You know, getting up and actually doing something, even if it's 5 minutes a day, right? You know, everyone surely has 5 minutes in the day, and if you did want to make a change, Weddy did have a VR headset lying around. What a great way to do it. Basically, there are other apps, as I mentioned before, they're on the market that don't charge subscriptions. If you did just want the sort of the boxing or sort of the knee raising sort of elements, then there is one called Les Mills or Les Mills. I never know how to pronounce it. It's called Body Combat, and that you buy for a one-off fee. It is really good as well, but it is just the body combat stuff. With FitXR, for your money, if you did want to do more than just that, it does have a lot more in there. It's well worth a look. You can even take out a trial of it. Just if you're not serious about it, then remember to cancel that trial after a few days. And it'll give you a little taste as to what's in there. Yeah, and it's good. The intensity is variable. You can choose things that are sort of quite basic, things that are a bit more difficult. Yeah, it's been great so far, and I hope to sort of carry on doing this for the next month at least. And it's just a great excuse to do stuff around the house. Some people prefer even like Beat Saber, because Beat Saber can give you a workout for sure, if you play at fairly high intensities. So remember, Beat Saber is really scalable as well. So, for example, if you did want to try and work at harder intensities, but perhaps you're not that good at it, or you keep sort of accidentally dying because you run out of lives or whatever, you can remove those conditions in Beat Saber. A lot of people still haven't found this yet. Well, before you start a game, there's a panel on the left that allows you to remove a whole bunch of conditions so it doesn't sort of fail you out of the round if you do get tired and miss a few. You can just carry on. And I think that's important, just carrying on. It doesn't, if you're playing it for the exercise, score isn't massively important to you, to be honest. You're just trying to get yourself moving, and people get fatigued, right? Especially if you're not used to exercise, it does happen. Yeah. Hey, I was just thinking the other day, so I don't know if anyone saw, but Asus or Asus, depending which country you're in or whatever, did announce they were doing a VR headset running on Horizon OS. I'm very excited about this. I don't think it's going to be very cheap. I think it's probably going to be a bit of a premium model. But it's, I think I read it was confirmed to have face tracking in it. If anyone knows, please leave something in the comments on that one, because I think Meta made a bit of an oversight when they released the Quest 3. I think they should have had some sort of module, or just in the more expensive model, they should have put in face tracking. I know it's, a lot of people say, oh, but face tracking is like, you know, bad on the battery life or whatever. I don't think that's entirely something to fixate on. But a lot of people fear face tracking because they say, hey, but if people could see what my face was doing while I'm talking to them in Horizon Worlds, I would get into some real trouble. And I've heard a lot of people say that, but actually, do you know what? These are cues that you need to give people, because when you're talking to people, if they are boring you, that feedback's really important. It's the same as if you're a comedian on stage. Not being able to hear what the audience is doing is really off-putting. Like, you're trying to tell jokes, and everyone sat there silently because you can't hear them. I think it's a bit of a worry that your jokes aren't landing, but you've just got to sort of trust in certain arenas that if the audio levels have been adjusted, that people are actually that's finding them funny, I guess. But yeah, like I said, that the facial cues are super important, because for a lot of people, if they are boring you, you don't want to have to sort of just discreetly nudge, like walk away, or tell them that they're really boring. You kind of do want to. Maybe your facial cues will help them realise and change it up. But you know, each to their own, I guess. Now these sequence-based ones, I'm no good at these. I just lose myself into trying to hit them as fast as possible. I just get chewed up when it doesn't land. Happens to even. Yeah, so doing a movie night over in Banter tonight as well, so that should be fun. It's 8:30 UK time every Tuesday. So if you're in the UK and you fancy watching a classic movie, they're never new movies, guys. So, but they're always sort of like, they're ones that if you have seen them, you won't have seen them for about 20 years. And if you haven't seen them, then perhaps you should watch them, because they're absolute classics. So I'm looking forward to that. It's a good way to bring friends together. I'll be in the Lotus from about sort of 8 PM normally, even though I list it as a 9 PM open. But what I'll do is I'll open your luck, and then we'll just help support any people who haven't been into Banter yet. Joyce, if you haven't checked out Banter, just go into your MetaQuest store and look for Banter, BANTER, install it. It's a great social app. It's a great social app. You can do a lot in it that you can't do on sort of perhaps other platforms. It's a really friendly sort of community over there as well. Small community at the moment, but that will grow, guys, if we're sort of like, people of them over there right now are truly early adopters. I believe the app's even still listed as an early access app in the store, so I don't think it's particularly easy to find, but if you search for it, you will find it. Yeah, that should be good. You throw frequent events on over there. Ironically, half the people I've taken over to Banter haven't actually come back, which is, you know, I guess people find what they're looking for, but I said I'm always going to keep a strong foothold in Horizon Worlds, because I believe truly in Horizon Worlds the future of it. I think it is an up-and-coming platform that's going to really shake things up. And I think that Meta have certainly got the budget to make that happen. And so far, you know, it's on the right path as well. I do love Horizon Worlds. I'm not going to deny it.
My favorite. We have a reaction drill coming up.
Yeah, if you're ever in Horizon Worlds, feel free to stop by the White Lotus during operating hours. And,
Show me what you got.
I'm in there every day. So, I can't be there all day every day because I do have a full-time job. But I do have opening hours every day for people to all come together at the same time. And that's actually why I did it, because I found I was open for so many hours during every evening. That I was getting people coming in at all times and asking where everyone was. And I was like, well, I can't make people appear. But what I can do is I can squeeze up the opening hours to shorter intervals, like about 2 to 3 hours every night. So there's more chance of people coming in and finding each other. And that's one of the key things, that people are really looking for other people. And when you're trying to run a world and people aren't arriving at the same time, throughout a 24-hour period, then, you know, people are going to move around and they're going to find different places to hang out in. So I think this is the best way I can think of running it at the moment. It's quite difficult as a UK social creator on Horizon at the moment, because there is a growing UK crowd, but we're still quite minimal compared to the US presence on the system. I think looking at the amount of sort of social spaces that are US based, they tend to attract lots of people during all the times that I'm asleep. I say I'm asleep. Me and you probably were probably asleep at the same time, but I find that midnight UK time is when that platform tends to come alive in terms of the US contingent. It's very busy during the UK. There's a lot of places for UK people already. If you're just coming into it now as a builder, it's very, very difficult. But you should set up a, if you truly believe it, you can set up a community and get it running. Do it. So important. It's so important. The UK needs more UK-specific communities, I think. Over the years, a lot of UK people have sort of settled in US communities because they were the only places that were busy 24 hours a day, and I think that's it's great, because obviously we're not limited by national boundaries. It's we should go wherever we want to, but I do think, just from asking around, that a lot of UK people will say that there's not many UK-specific creators, and they do like to sort of hang around in UK and even European sort of places. I know that. And the Lotus, we do keep a door open for sort of non-English speakers as well, Spanish to French, German, Netherlands, and we do get a lot of people from all these countries passing through and hanging out, which is nice. Yeah. It's just a word of caution, you do have to be over 25 to get into the Lotus. It is pitched to an older crowd. I get asked why I did that. It's because they're like every adult community there is aimed at 18 and over.
Yes, Nigeria, but I'm in Texas.
To be honest, I kind of reached a point where there's a lot of different demographics on Horizons.
Okay.
Yes, I'm already in there.
There's a lot of different demographics on Horizons, and the
9 minutes. Everybody's
when you look at the amount of 30-year-olds and 40-year-olds and 50-year-olds and 60-year-olds, etc.
Okay, should I go
on that platform, I think, you know, people over the age of 30 are starting to feel a little bit funny hanging around teenagers, because, because most of the people in the 18+ rooms are teenagers, and certainly people in their early 20s. And generationally, we're in a different demographic. That the conversations are very different, the interests are very different, and you can only fit 32 people max in any room anyway, so it's almost like leave the 18+ worlds to the truly 18+ crowds. But I think as soon as you cross about 25, you need to start like a 25+ communities. And really, again, the UK and European customers on Horizons are still quite thin at the moment. And so running certainly a place that's pitched to the 25+ is
hey, what's up, and hello, FitXR.
Is at least my attempt to sort of try and find a niche.
And let's go, low jab.
Maybe that'll work. I don't know. Anyway, this is the boxing game.
It's the main character day, and you are the star of the show.
This is multiplayer.
Big energy from the top and add a hook. Start low with the jab and build.
I'm getting quite good at this now. I've only been playing this for this is my 4th or maybe 5th day. I'm not sure.
Getting it done. Same drill. Jab to the nose now.
I'm trying to be doing the seasonal achievements in here, so they'll say like, you know, do a 15-minute exercise.
Then bigger force on your cross and hook.
Do 2 boxing sessions back to back or whatever. But yeah, no, I like this. This is more like Body Combat by Lee Mills or Mez Mills. But if anyone knows how to pronounce that, please do. So,
Pick it up. Low jabs are your body blows.
I think all of these different activities are going to be going to take a little bit of learning,
Power
to be honest.
time. Same as before. Build the energy from your legs on the low jab to power up the cross.
I certainly know that in Les Mills, if you hit the things harder, you get higher score points for them, and I think that's true in here as well. So you just have to make sure you have a very smooth and exaggerated swing to higher points. I think that's really important for that leaderboard over on the right.
Make sure to drive your hook across your body parallel to the floor. Smash the cue.
Yeah.
Nice. Southpaw time. Switch your feet.
All right, J
Roll your
stance.
shoulders out and get ready for your jab cross hook. This side can feel a little off balance.
I keep accidentally hitting the menu button for some reason. It's like, I think the buttons on top of the controllers bring it up. When you've got used to the hands wrapped around the controllers and doing punchy stuff, it's quite easy to accidentally
Repetition is key to any boxer
them
training.
down.
Really focus on finding your balance and flow.
Yeah. I'm quite hungry now. We might have dinner after this.
Hook.
I got potato smiles in the freezer, check me out. I haven't eaten those since I was a kid. I just saw them in the supermarket the other day and I thought, yes, we will do potato smiles. And I put ketchup. So I've got potato smiles and ketchup. Should be good.
Last one. 2 low jabs and a cross
Watch my
with
story on
power.
Instagram, maybe you'll see a
Taking
picture
your
of the
moment to
man.
bring the heat.
What's that? I had dinosaur turkey nuggets like last year and that was outstanding. I've not had them for so long. I might start buying them. I don't know why, like, things in nugget form is not a healthy way to consume food because they're like just dipped in so much oil. But of course, like, these things are processed as hell
Round 2.
too, so
Defense into counterattacks. You
we
defend
shouldn't
your
eat them.
opponent's hit and
But
then you return it
yeah,
back.
going back to some of the
Left
health
foot
kick,
forward.
it's
Start with a
I think
block,
what happened,
slip,
guys,
and
is I
hook.
spent probably a bit too much time in VR over the last 2 years,
Starting
to the
slow.
point where
Find your perfect rhythm
sitting
and
around
get
and talking
ready
to people
build.
and not getting up and doing any exercise and building worlds as well
I
takes
love a
over.
slip hook. Roll your shoulders around the bar and then use the momentum to drive the hook back. Defense to
I think
offense,
it messed up my sleeping patterns. And I think because it messed up my sleeping patterns,
Start with your block hook. Starting
it messed
slow.
up my food intake, which was always a bit immaculate. I used to
Make a
eat
wall
sort of
with your
just like
block. Smash
really
the
healthy
hook.
food all the time, like high
Dodge the slip.
protein, sort
Drive
of
the
like
upper.
chicken-based foods and vegetables, and not much in the way of oils, just like incredibly healthy,
pick it up.
non-processed food, all cooked from fresh.
Finding ways to
And
energize your offense from the defense. Use the slip to put energy into the uppercut. And add
but I
some
kind of
power.
I started going for sort of really carb-rich crap food, like, you know, oven pizzas and stuff, and
Yes. Next.
I think that's where I went wrong, to be honest. Because then I'm eating crap food, I'm not sleeping right, and then when I was going to the gym, I couldn't put in any effort because I was just tired all the time, and my nutrients were not up the menu again. Yeah, I think it's a really bad triangle to fall into. If you're not sleeping right, you're gonna not eat right, and then you're definitely not gonna be able to exercise. So you're just gonna feel tired and have energy the whole time. And I think the only thing I would say is you kind of gotta fight against it, but you gotta get yourself on your feet, even though you want to, and just do 5 minutes minimum exercise a day, whatever that is, to give yourself that little bit of energy burn that might help you sleep properly. And then when you sleep properly, it'll kind of make you eat properly a little bit, because you won't be after really sort of quick energy release crappy foods that are going to make you fat, right?
Just like in a fight, sometimes you're in heavy defense mode.
So here we go. Anyway, I'm trying to sort of fix myself. We all fall off the wagon at different points, but you gotta remember you can always get back on. Don't ever tell yourself you can't. That's a mistake.
Last one.
That's you placing limitations on yourself when you know you're capable of it. You're just making excuses. Okay. And I hope to be talking to you in 6 months' time when I'm in a much better place. Because this stuff does take time. You'll get instant results. You've got to really work hard. And at least work consistently.
It's time to finish this.
If you just sort of aim to do a little thing every day, you're on the right track. I find that if I don't do anything on any given day,
go get it.
What happens is I get used to not doing anything on any given day, and then I just give up, and I lose that momentum, I lose the routine.
Send them faster, track faster, always ready.
That's not good.
Finding the defense to offensive drives. Build your momentum and keep it going.
Yeah. It's getting faster, this one. I like this.
Speedy. Offense and defense on point.
Oh, I missed him. Damn it. Yeah, tricky. It's right when it's good, so. Perspiration, you duck and weave. Setting heat 2 back to back is not a joke. And again, damn it. Well, it was never going to be a perfect score. I'm still new to it. Hopefully through repetition we'll get just, oh no, I've dropped and then, oh my god, I'm failing. I'm kind of becoming competitive now. I'm in second place. Can I get first place?
Stay late on your feet.
Right, that board in the top right. And who is that? Who is that person plan? Yeah. I used to be top of all the leaderboards in Les Mills. I used to get comments where I'd meet people in Horizon Worlds. They'd be like, "Oh wow, I played Body Combat. Why are you on top of all the leaderboards?" And I was like, "Yeah, I used to do quite a bit of that. It's just good fun. Good way to burn some energy."
Yes. Catch your breath.
Okay.
Shake it out. Head into southpaw.
Do
breath.
Stance change. Let's do this.
Your jab is your pushback. Keep it fast. Make your opponent give you some space.
Boom. Yeah, I really like this one. I really like the momentum of this. I like the way it gets faster and it just makes you roll. That's really cool.
Shoulders are working. Shake them out when you have
I will not drop another one.
Try and stay relaxed so you're ready to pounce.
Says that now. Jinxed myself. Okay. Alright.
Keep the elbow up in line with the shoulder on the hooks. I know you've seen a lot. Keep battling.
Ooh, I think I just dropped one. Whoops.
Making the wall with your block. Your core engages and then drives your next move. You're rocking it. You have fought through this battle. You rose to each challenge.
Okay.
This is your show.
I'm getting a bit tight, eh?
Moment. Live big and take it home.
Arms are starting to
Final stretch.
get a little lazy. Still got fight in me though, don't worry. We can do this.
KO.
Okay.
Awesome work.
I think that was it. Oh wait, I think that was it. Cool. We're done, guys. We're done. These are all the multiplayer guys. Amazing. How did I do? Oh, second place? Yeah, I'm happy with that. Well then, yeah, little bow there for... I don't think he's paying attention. Can he even see me? I don't know. Yeah, it was good. I'm going to mark that as yes. Loved it all. Whatever, didn't even read it. But yeah, that was good. I enjoyed that. Well done. Yeah. Okay, cool. Hopefully do another one of these tomorrow, maybe? I don't know. I may not stream every day, but, yeah. That's good. Really good. Cool. Alright. Yeah, alright. Thank you, everyone.